This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Peninsula Home Care.
Okay, let's talk honestly for just a second. It is never easy when families need to make important health-related decisions at the end of a loved one's life. If your family is in that situation, or perhaps you may soon be, you may want to give peace of mind this holiday. Therese Ganster is the branch director at Peninsula Home Care in Ocean Pines, joining us this afternoon. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, now let me make sure that I get this right. We're talking about the medical orders for life-sustaining treatment, or you call it MOLST.
Correct.
What is that?
It is a physician's order that is able to be carried through across the different facilities, so that it may start in the hospital, you may go then to the nursing home, you may then go to an assisted living, you may have home care, you may have hospice. So instead of you having to worry about having that information available, all of the facilities will already know what your decisions are, making you more at peace because you already know that you've had the time to discuss this with the physician.
Okay, so how is this different from an advance directive?
An advance directive is almost sometimes thought of as a preliminary. An advance directive is giving the information that you are communicating to your loved one. So you're designating who you would want to make decisions for you if you could not, and then you're making sure that they know what you would want towards the end of life for life-sustaining treatment.
Gotcha. Now the MOLST has to be signed
by a physician's order. So it's an order, where the advance directive is not an order. So it's linking the communication. You as the patient have talked with your loved one knows what you may want, but you may have also, and you should, talk to your physician, and then the physician can answer those questions that are sometimes difficult. Well, what does it mean to be on dialysis?
Right.
Well, can I get care at home, and will my pain be covered so I don't have to make that trip to the hospital again?
Okay, well, with all these questions, the MOLST, who needs one?
The MOLST is more for people with chronic illness and getting closer to the end of life. And that is the reason why we go to the hospitals, the nursing homes, home care, hospice, and assisted livings. They all will have to be mandated to have one, or to ask the question if you want one.
And it gives peace of mind to the family.
Absolutely. Because then the family really knows what you want and they can act upon it.
Okay, what would you say then, with the MOLST and with the family in consideration, what is the key thing here? What's the most important thing of all this? Communication?
Absolutely. Communication between the physician and your loved one, but also you need to know that you have to have a magnet, or you have to have that information available so that that person can have it. If an EMS person comes in, they know what to treat you for. So you want to make sure that you have it on your refrigerator door, at the bedside, behind your bedroom door, somewhere that it's very local and available, so that they can communicate and follow through what you've already said you wanted.
Okay, so this may become law in Maryland soon.
Yes, potentially in February. It's already a law that is available, but what they're looking to is mandating it so that it will be available across all of the different facilities.
Delaware, Virginia?
Delaware also has a MOLST, and they're doing the same. They're not quite mandating it as regularly as the Maryland, but what's really neat is that because we have the beach so close in Delaware and Maryland, sometimes is seamless.
Right.
If you live close to Delaware, but you're going to a facility in Maryland, the EMS people will be asking if you have a MOLST. So if you live in Selbyville or Laurel, they may be asking because you may be coming down to Peninsula Regional or to Atlantic General.
Right, and they will ask.
They will ask if you have one. And that's why we're hoping to have magnets available when it does become law in February, to say, where do you have it?
Right.
You have one or you don't have one. If you have one, where is it going to be?
So the MOLST is the, say it again for me, medical order
for life-sustaining treatment.
Okay, there you
Right.
go. Therese, thank you so much for
Thank
coming in
you.
this afternoon. Wonderful information. Now, just in case you want to know more about the MOLST, including maybe the form itself, so you can see what questions need to be answered, please go to DelmarvaLife.com and click on the Show tab.